Yeah. Oh, yeah. Shake my pom poms. Shake my pom poms. Shake my pom poms. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Wednesday evening, June 11th, inside the Little Hut podcast, Brown on Cleveland, hanging out with Miss Freddie. Say hello, Miss Freddie.
Good evening, everybody. Happy Hump Day.
Happy whatever day as we shake our pom poms, shake our pom poms, just shake, 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 shake your pom poms. And always remember, you don't have to be a star, baby. You don't have to be a star, baby. You don't have to be a star, baby, to be on this show. You don't have to be a star, baby, but you better be.
You better be bold.
That girl knows she can sing. Oh man, it's always great to be here live on Wednesday and Friday evening. But before we go on, and as I shake my pom poms, shake my pom poms, shake my pom poms, listen, I'm a little tired of people being a renter. A lot of folks need to get some of this little hut dinner. Become a homeowner. Call Aletha Johnson right now at 216-375-3681. You can be looking for a single home, a hut, a duplex, new development and or commercial property. So do that. Do yourself a favor. Then also too, if you're looking for a t-shirt, that's not Alfie. Alfie's upstairs. If you're looking for a t-shirt, hoodies, jackets, tumblers, cups, mugs, whatever the case may be, call my girl over in Maple Heights. Her name is Angie Marie at 216-395-7335. That's 216-395-7335. Again, welcome to the Little Hut Podcast. Hey, Freddie, how are you today?
I am good. I am good. Sorry for my old man Duke in the back barking, but I am good. It is Hump Day. It is June. It was beautiful outside today.
Yes.
Hey, I'm good. I can't complain, and complaining don't make no difference. So hey.
Good. Plus, you're 1 year closer to being 100. How was your birthday?
It was good. It was a busy weekend, but it was good. I don't like to make a big deal of my birthday. It comes and goes, and bloop, let's keep it moving.
First of all, I don't understand how we can start off the Little Hut podcast with a total untruth because the last time you were on, you were talking about shaking your pom poms, how you and hubby was going to the Cancun's, doing a whole lot of things, and how you was going to celebrate your birthday for a month. So stop telling them stories already
Ooh.
because we don't have time for that. Listen, I don't care. I could be a hater, man.
She drowned me out with this
Man,
couple.
I keep
I
listen,
can't.
listen. I keep telling people, Freddie, I don't care anything about them trying to boo me. I don't care. I don't care what part of you
She,
don't they
she gonna put on her own applause, echo chamber, like you sounded out. I said she ain't gonna let me say. It's all right. It's all right.
care. So listen, tonight, you know, I want to talk about two things. One, clean and safe neighborhoods. And then two, let's start off with that situation that went on in Mayfield Heights, close to Gates Mill. That's been all over the news about those young people going somewhere where they don't belong. They weren't even invited. And they just went over to this festival, Freddie, and they crashed it. Brown on Cleveland.
Oh, all right. See, I seen the story, but I didn't dwell into it because it's just become. so commonplace. I don't know, this level of just disrespect and disruption. Like you say, how many kids was it? Like how many kids?
About 400 young people.
Oh, honey, you got 400 young people to organize, assimilate. Hey, by the power of networking or social media, whatever it may be, y'all orchestrated that y'all got 400 people to turn out to disrupt something in the most negative way versus actually, if you can do that and you can do it and swing it in another direction, but you choose to do this, like, it's just indicative to me of our society as a whole, and then the lack of accountability of parents and children, and in actually meaningful ways of addressing what's going on within the youth in this country. Um, but yeah, it's yeah. I don't know. The layers of it is so crazy, but it's just like if you guys can do that, orchestrate. Like I say, plan this whole social media. However y'all communicated, definitely was on social media in some type of means, and do that collectively. Imagine what you could do if you was actually trying to do something else. But
Could you imagine if these young people took that same energy and generated 400 people to door knock during elections? Could you imagine if
hmm,
these same 400 young people would actually study something in school in order to get their high school diploma and to stay out of trouble? Could you imagine if these same 400 people would come out into their individual communities, not over in Gates Mills, not over in Mayfield Heights, but right here, wherever they come from, and clean up their communities? Do you understand how much we could get done? Energy is directed in the wrong place. And up to this point, I'm like, listen, I'm like Gates Mills, and I don't care if people get mad. This is the reason why you must hold parents accountable. For every child out there, and Kim Brown gonna say this, and Boomy don't care, every single parent should have been arrested. Don't care, don't care, don't care. Man, listen, I keep telling these people, listen, listen. I don't know why they keep trying to hit this button, but Kimberly Brown don't care. So if your child was out there being a menace to society, the police need to knock on your door and arrest the mother. And if the father don't live there, go find his address and arrest him too. Brown on Cleveland? Yep, I said it.
oh Lord, it's the applause.
Now,
Okay.
the other thing I want to talk about is clean and safe neighborhoods. Now, anybody
oh.
who has come to the little hut, the little hole in the wall, as Senator Shirley Smith liked to say, my little hole in the wall. I'm proud of my little hole in the wall, but I got cameras all over the hole in the wall. And I was watching my cameras, Freddie, because I believe that somebody came in my yard, climbed up the tree, and sprinkled my tree with poison ivy leaves. And I've been looking at these cameras. I've been looking at these cameras because all I seen was a shadow. So listen, being serious. I mean, I don't
Okay.
understand why you laughing.
I'm sorry. Whew.
This
Go ahead.
segment is about poison ivy. So if you
Poison
guys are
ivy.
like me, most people know who really, 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 really know me. People know Kimberly Brown. I enjoy staying in my yard, unlike anybody else. I take care of the yard to the left of me and the yard to the right of me. And I'm like that old busybody lady on the street. The one who walk up and down the street picking up trash. Yeah, that's me. when, when my neighbors and the kids see me, Freddie, they were like, They were like, "There go Miss Brown." They're like, "Don't throw that trash down, because you know she gonna look at you. She gonna pull them glasses." I'll be like this. You have you have to pick that trash up. So I'm the one to walk up and down the street with my lawnmower. I probably look crazy. I remember when I was growing up, there was this man called Ben. We used to call him Uncle Ben because, we came from New York City. We stayed with my grandmother, and we lived on a street called Soika. And I could never understand as a child how come this man would walk up and down the street with his lawnmower and his garbage can. And we used to sit on the porch and laugh at him like, he need to get some business. And guess what? Just
You are now being,
yeah,
yeah, you are
yeah.
being,
I'm Auntie Benita.
you didn't tell, like, ah, I get it now. I
Clean and
get it.
safe neighborhoods. But real
Ah,
talk,
ah.
I want to educate people on something today. Being serious.
Mm.
Freddie, if you're out there, because you own property, if you're out there in the yard and you're cleaning, you're taking branches from trees, and see, I have the dog ear wooded fence because I don't like y'all in my business. Everybody always trying to look over my fence to see what I'm doing. That's not your business. So cleaning the yard because the backyard is being remodeled at this time. There's some things I had to take care of before the contractors get here. But I was cleaning the yard, taking the branches off last week, and normally when I'm outside, I'll put a hoodie on, I'll put long sleeve shirts on, whatever the case may be. I'll put my bonnet on, tie up my little horse hair, got to do stuff like that because that horse costs a lot of money. Can't be messing up my hair. So I'm cleaning. 2 days later, I started itching and scratching. And though I don't have the cooties, I was just itching and scratching. And I couldn't figure out what was going on. And I started getting, a lot of rashes, on my arm. And then I started getting these blisters and these sores. Come to find out, Freddie, I got poison ivy. Poison ivy. So I didn't know if like one of these, political candidates came into my like backyard in the middle of the night, if they climbed up my tree, sprinkled, some poison ivy leaves, and they was probably saying, I'm gonna get that heifer. So if y'all did it, I don't know who did it, y'all got me good. Because I went to urgent care yesterday and they said that I'm going to be infected for about 2 weeks. And they gave me some very strong cream and I got Benadryl. So that's going on. But the poison ivy, poison oak, they're very common poisonous plants. Touching any of these plants can result in an irritating, itchy skin rash. It's not the cooties, it's a rash. These plants produce an oil, which is almost universally allergenic. Rashes from these plants usually go away within 2 weeks. But in the meantime, you can use over the counter medications. And that's according to Cleveland Clinic. Well, here are the symptoms, Freddie: redness, itching, swelling, blisters, negative politicians, wannabe candidates. They may try to get you. And just so you know, before I got my poison ivy, I was talking about Maple Heights real bad, calling them messy. Yeah. I talked about the mayor from Cleveland Heights. He probably got me. I talked about them people over in East Cleveland, the clowns, Sandra Morgan, Letitia Bai. So I'm just saying it could be a whole lot of people. Could be a whole lot of people. But let me show you the end result. This is what poison ivy looks like, Freddie. Oh my God. I'm gonna care. I'm gonna show you. So let me show you what it looks like. Ah, you see that?
Mm.
Those are scars, man. That's crazy. That's crazy, right? And as soon as you go to the doctor, the first thing the doctor will ask you, Freddie? Let me show you my other arm. It's crazy. Y'all, I got poison ivy. It's all right. It's not contagious under any circumstances, but Why did the doctor ask me this if I was being abused at home?
Are you safe? Ah!
Why did they ask me if I was depressed?
Making sure you're all right. You hurt yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they
Why
said
did they
you.
ask me if I was hearing voices?
They said because how she get poison ivy?
They they said they said my poison ivy.
They
They said
said,
this here looks
oh,
like somebody bit me.
yeah,
I said no, 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 crazy. But poison ivy, but poison ivy, it is pain. It's painful. It's itchy.
yeah, it's old
Yeah,
school.
and the thing about it, there's no way to get rid of poison ivy, right? Overnight, no way whatsoever. But treatment works fast to reduce the discomfort. So I just got this medication, and I just been rubbing my arms all day. I've been sleeping all day because I'm praying that the Benadryl will hurry up and kick it out, as well as everything else. But honestly, being serious, if you're out in the yard, I'm not a medical profession under any circumstances, but I do have a master's in public administration, right? That's apples and oranges, but it doesn't mean anything. But this is a warning. This is a warning. Being serious, Freddie. If you and hubby are out, oh, I'm sorry, y'all millionaires. Y'all got a landscaper. So don't pertain to y'all. But let's say if your daughter and her new husband, if they're out in the yard and they're doing yard work and you see them out there without long sleeves on, you as a mother, it's your responsibility to tell them to go put on a long sleeve t-shirt. And if you got your grandbabies out there in the yard playing, and if they're by them trees, those leaves that look like they're okay leaves, it could be poison ivy. You never know. Yeah. And
Mm,
let me tell you, here's what I found out about the poison ivy leaf. It wasn't the leaf per se being serious. What happened was when you take the branches, and we had the garbage pail out there, and you know how sometimes the branches are too long and you break the branches to put them in the garbage can. What happened was, this was the doctor was saying to me, was that we probably squashed some of those leaves, and when we squashed those leaves, that liquid from the leaf got on me
mm.
just from here to here. So it's just what it is. But poison ivy, first time. I'm almost 100 years old. It's the first time ever I ever had poison ivy.
Yeah, old school. They used to teach it, in school. I think that's when I learned about poison
Yeah.
ivy. You ain't gotta really worry about me. I don't have landscapers, darling. I would do some yard work. I just currently do not.
Well, but here's the thing.
But
You and your organization, you guys have done cleanups in the neighborhood.
hmm
And
hmm
although it's not your own yard, when you do cleanups in any neighborhood, you there's a possibility that those poison ivy leaves and trees are around. There are no guarantees that they're not. So they're saying most people who like work outside, they do landscaping, farming people, they are more subject to become victims of that dumb poison ivy leaf. Just saying.
mm,
Yeah, but I
okay.
ain't lying.
Well, she ain't lying. Poison ivy, y'all. Poison ivy. When she sent me the topic tonight, I was like, I told her, I said, I thought it was a metaphor. What are you talking about tonight?
Oh, poison ivy.
She was
Yeah,
serious. We
serious.
was talking about poison ivy. I'm like the poison ivy, because I ain't thought about poison ivy since I was a
Yeah,
kid.
poison ivy.
Because I
I mean,
know, yeah, poison ivy.
sometimes I have to break away from politics and YouTube and what's trending because
Hey
sometimes you
man,
just got to sit here and have a conversation, and educate people.
poison
Yeah,
ivy.
brown on clear. I could
hmm
talk about anything.
There you go. But I ain't mad because some people, like I said before, in the era I grew up in, we actually played outside. So you kind of knew, and they taught you in school what different plants were and whatever, and you stayed away from poison ivy. Or it, they don't do that today, and kids don't play outside today, so they wouldn't know what poison ivy is. So you educate the people on it. I think anybody of a certain age knows, but most people don't. So no, this is a good takeaway
Yeah.
from, like you say, it's a lot going on in the world,
Yeah.
and we can talk about that
Absolutely. The other
anytime.
thing is this: what I've
Yeah.
learned is, like when you're out there in your yard and you're cleaning your yard, you could be planting flowers, whatever the case may be. You're supposed to rinse your shoes off before you bring your shoes inside your home. Because let's say if you stepped on a poison ivy leaf, right? And you got the
Hmm.
drips of that oil. Now you're bringing it into your home. So now you touch your shoes, that oil is on your shoes, and you scratch yourself or you rub yourself. Now your skin is now impacted with that infection. So it's a lot, man. You just got to be careful. That's the reason why they say when you're out there in the yard, make sure you wear gloves. But even with the gloves, you want to come in the house and put them in the washing machine. And oh, I just learned so much in the last past couple of days. Yeah, it's
Hmm.
crazy.
Amen.
Yeah.
Poison ivy.
So I went to Lowe's today, and
Yeah.
of course, it's 90 degrees outside. I'm the only one outside with long.
They're like, she got something going on
Right.
with her. She something going on. Either people gonna think you
Crazy.
trying to lose weight or you crazy.
A little bit of both. A little bit of both.
Like I, s- I know usually when I see
Yeah.
people dress pretty hot in hot weather, it's usually some mental issues going
Well,
on.
well,
I
now I
know.
know it's poison ivy. It's not mental. It's poison ivy. But Freddie,
Eh?
I'm still gonna keep checking my cameras because I've been here, let's see, in this house for almost 20 years, right? And I've always done my general cleanup as we go into the summer, right? Trying to do different things. This is the first time I ever got poison ivy. So I saw a little shadow. Find out, find out whose shadow that is. And when I do,
Breaking news.
it's
Guess
gonna be
what?
breaking news. It's gonna be uncensored and out of control. So,
Kim Brown, like a you know how them soap operas are. You didn't create all these enemies. Who gave Kim Brown poison ivy? Who gave it to her? Was it was it or was it? They're like, yeah, because she talked about everybody. So they like, yeah, that's what she get. Always talking.
but I tell the truth. But I tell the truth. I tell the truth.
They out there like, God don't like ugly. That's what they gonna say. They gonna say,
But when they say that, I'm like, but who's looking in the mirror? Can't be talking about me. In my case, you'd be like, God don't like pretty.
oh,
You like, because that
oh,
ugly word
you, kn- you
don't
know,
match me.
that's when people take joy in somebody else's misery. Like, yeah, that's what she get. Always talking about people. Like,
Well,
hey,
here's the thing.
it is what it is.
Here's the thing.
Mm.
You're right about that because today is June 11th, and by June 13th, Friday, I'm going to find out who made the ballot and who didn't. And I have only
Mm.
started. Only started. Only started. So all I can say is this: hold on to your seats, put your seatbelt on, because these people are getting ready to go for a ride. Sure enough. And I wish you would come to the hut, little haystack, and drop some more poison ivy leaves on my fence. I got Alfie out there now, the little Shih Tzu. He's gonna bite your ankles.
Yeah, that's the one that was barking over here. The Shih Tzu. Like,
Yeah,
oh yeah, little boys, my little boys.
yeah.
Uh, Yeah, it's gonna be a good
It is.
summer. Hopefully a good summer of whoever comes and whoever makes it on the ballot. Let's have a good race. Let's talk about some
No, not you. Not
substantive.
you. Not
Wh-
you. Not you.
What?
That's
Not me.
that's Kim
Not
Brown's
me.
job,
What?
not you. Oh, but here's what we are gonna do though.
Not,
This is what we are gonna do, being serious.
what's that?
So really being serious, let
Mm.
me say this. Poison ivy is very serious. So if you guys out there, be very careful. Make sure you have your long sleeve shirts on, being serious because you don't want to go through what I'm going through, all jokes aside. So we just having some fun tonight. But here's the thing. You know that, Freddie, you know that I don't like endorsements. Anybody who knows me knows that, right? I don't like it. But there's a conjunction. There's a conjunction. And it is but, but. This time around, for the first time, we have some endorsements that are coming. But what separates us is this. You know, a lot of times when people endorse people, they don't even give them money. They just want their name on their literature. No, I don't roll like that. When Brown on Cleveland endorse you, you're going to get something real nice. Real nice. Keep in mind, we are dropping 50,000 to 100,000 newspapers. And if you get endorsed by us, guess what they're going to get, Freddie, at no cost? Guess what they're going to get?
They're gonna get some. They're gonna get some free
They're
press,
going to
huh?
get, listen, they're going to get a half page. That's our
Mm.
donation to them. Can't beat that.
That's big on campaign terms.
Yeah,
When you That's big. Campaigns cost
sure
money,
do.
and
That's
so
going to
that's
save y'all
big.
a whole lot
It's
of
money.
money. Multiply that times
Mhm.
50,000 or 100,000. Multiply that. So, very serious about this. I think this is going to be an exciting time for us in Cuyahoga County, and I'm just going to leave it right there. Poison ivy, take care of yourselves. Young people, do something positive. Parents, you better watch them because, again, if I was in charge, y'all would be getting a right now, check, handcuffs, going to jail. I ain't playing with y'all. Parents need to be held accountable for the actions of their young people. Don't care who don't like it, because I said it, because I'm tired of these folks running around here terrorizing people. Brown, on Cleveland. I'm done, Freddie. I'm done. Can't talk no more. I'm done. Come on, Freddie. We got to go. It's 10:28.
All right, people. Until next time, I am out. Happy Wednesday. See you Wednesday after next. Live, love, laugh, and try to make a difference along the way. Till next time, people. We're
Yeah, and I
out.
forgot to say this. Yesterday on my Facebook page, there's a guy from Maple Heights. His name is Daniel Scaletti. He tried to call me out. So let me just say this to these people who like to troll my page and start problems. Y'all don't want that smoke. Y'all don't want that smoke. Freddie, a lot of people was calling me saying, Kim, you were so nice to him. I said, yeah, I was nice till I got tired because then I just gave him a warning. And the warning was this, man, make your comment and go on about your business. Because if I clap back, you ain't going to like my clap because it's going to be an attack. Brown, 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 that damn brown on Cleveland. As I say, he probably came to the hut and went up in the tree. Poison ivy leaves. But as I say, listen, I know you guys don't like me, and I'm okay because I don't like you either. So that's what we have in common. But if you need me, call me. Don't talk about me because I may talk about you back and I may go on attack. No, I'm not going to do that and waste my time because I got too much to do, way too much to do. So listen, you don't have to be a star, baby. You don't have to be a star, baby, to be on this show. You don't have to be a star, Freddie. But what?
But you got to be
Shake your
bold.
pump. Is this. They don't say, hey, Kim Brown. They like, shake your pom poms. Shake your pom poms. Yeah. Kimberly F. Brown, Brown on Cleveland, and Miss Freddie. Thank you for coming inside. Yeah, the Little Hud Podcast.